Hey y'all, this is Ryan from Tactical Family Defense. Let me sit forward in my chair. It's the day after the thing with the ear, if you know what I'm talking about. A couple things on that. I know a lot of people talk about, in situations like this, thoughts and prayers. And for some people, that's a big deal. And for some people, it gets kind of poo-pooed on, for lack of a better term. We need to be thoughtful and we need to be prayerful before we react and say things that we don't know what we're talking about, and definitely don't believe everything on the internet, for sure. There is a time to be thoughtful and prayerful before you speak and before you react and before, quite frankly, you put a sticker on your truck that says something that gets you into a situation you can't get yourself out of. And by that, we talk about that in class. In my classroom time, we talk about the rhetoric, a little too much online rhetoric and too much posting of things, wearing t-shirts, that sort of thing that advertise ourselves as being puffing ourselves up a little bit. And then next thing you know, you get called on it, and it forces other people to escalate. So my classroom time is all about de-escalation and getting out of those situations and not having that to begin with. It's tough, I know. But that's just the world we live in. So one of the things we talk about in class again is, taking the stickers off the truck and a few things like that. I'm not going to go into all of it now. You got to come to class, but you get what I'm saying. As a person that is very familiar with real violence, I can tell you, if you're not as familiar with it, you need to be watching what you say. You need to be watching what you say, period. But watch what you post on the internet, watch what you say in public, watch what you say to your kids, to your family, and all of that. It has a way of coming back around. So that's for everyone. That's not for one person or political party or however you vote or whatever. That's for everyone. So I advocate that. I want to be clear about something in my class and at Tactical Family Defense. We do not discuss politics. Anything. I do not care who you vote for. I do not care who you support. The Second Amendment is for everyone. It applies to every person, every American citizen, period. It does not matter who you vote for. I have friends who vote differently than I do, and that's fine. They still believe in the Second Amendment rights and all of that, all of the rights. So I want to be clear that if you come to my class, you're not going to be sitting there listening to a diatribe on how to vote, or we don't even get into that. We might touch on some legalese if there's a pending case going on in a certain court about a certain thing. We might get into that a little bit, but we will definitely not go off into the weeds on, by God, if you don't vote this way kind of thing. That's your business, not mine. I took notes for this one. Sorry, I don't normally take notes when I do one of these videos. I usually do them cold, but it's a little bit different. So yeah, there is no asterisk next to the Second Amendment, regardless of race, color, religion, any of that. Have seen the demographics on my Facebook page and who's engaging, and it's right at 40% female, which is great. You're my target demographic. You're not just the females, but people that may not have been as experienced with firearms as they were previously. And you guys, so if I'm pushing 40 for women and 60 for men, some of you guys, even if you were raised around guns, as was I still took training classes, still do, and come get a refresher course. Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about, life in general and the martial carrying of a firearm. I had my jiu-jitsu tournament. I admittedly lost on points. I was super dehydrated and I tried to cut weight and didn't do as well as I had hoped. It's okay. That was a good experience. I will never cut weight like that again. I cut a lot of weight in a really rapid period of time, but I had a really just great smelling gi. So, there was that. So this is Ryan from Tactical Family Defense. Come find me on Instagram, Facebook, tacticalfamilydefense@gmail.com. Come to class. Classes resume in September unless you want a private or a small group. I can do that in August for certain times, but you have to contact me. Let me know. Thank you very much.